What's up everybody, welcome back to Protoss 1-1-1 challenge, where I need to play one type of unit from robotics facility, one type of unit from the gateway, and one type of unit from the Stargate. And the moment I choose those units, I cannot switch them back, so I need to be wise in the units that I choose. We are currently sitting at very close to 5k MMR. Here are the rules once again and the exact MMR that I'm sitting at. So we are closing in on that 5000 MMR, where the games are becoming more and more tricky for me. We already had first loss in the series. That was a sad loss. I kind of bring it up to myself versus a zerg player on Mundans, where I chose Void Ray, Dark Templar, and Disruptor. Was it Void Ray or was it? Oh, Phoenix. It was Phoenix. Phoenix, Dark Templar, and Disruptor, and that didn't really work well, and I promise I will never do that composition again with a zerg player. Is this going to be a 12 or something? It's an early portal at least. Since this is not the earliest of spawning pools, I think it's not. Well, definitely not. I think I will choose an adept though. I let him make a hatchery. That's not good. That's not ideal. But let's see if he's stacking up larva or not. Doesn't look like it, so we might even go for a nexus before cybernetic score, but let's be safe. Let's make a cybernetic score before the nexus. That way we can get an adept a bit faster. And if he decides to go for 2, 4 or more links from the early spawning pool, we can defend with an adept. Stalkers obviously are excluded from the challenge, simply because I have reached Grandmasters with Stalker. I have reached 6000 MMR with Stalkers only. So if I could add additional units to the Stalkers, it would be a little bit unfair. Let's see what he's going to do. I kind of want to start with the Adepts from the cybernetic score. And I kind of want to rush carriers here. I haven't used carriers ever in this challenge. So how about we do that? We played with Tempest, but we haven't played with carriers. So I kind of want to put some pressure with the adepts and then transition into carriers. Hopefully that's going to be possible in this game. I should probably use my chronobus a little bit better. I'm surprised he's chasing me with the drone so much. I don't know why he does that, but so be it. Let's start the Stargate. No third base just yet. Remember, this guy was a random player, so I have to keep in mind that he might do a lot of things that don't really make sense, because Zerg might be not his main race, like this thing, for example. He's losing units for free. But I feel like we are in some trouble. He doesn't have too many drones. Like, if he's rushing roaches, I'm not going to make carriers. But, let's kill the creep tumor. Now let's check the gas, because the Zerg hasn't expanded to the third base. Wait, what? How did the link go through? There's our roaches. Okay, I need to start Void Rays. I'm sorry. I need to start Void Rays, so no carriers. There's no way I can defend this without the Void Ray. And with the Void Ray, it's going to be very easy, so I need to change the unit. Well, I didn't like start the unit, so not necessarily changing, but I'm changing the plan from carriers. He's not like, wait, okay, there it is. He's super late to that. I think the one fighter is going to be easily defending that. Is that only 3 roaches? Am I overreacting? I think I might be overreacting. Well, tough luck for him then, because voiders are going to be absolutely fantastic. Okay, there's more roaches, but like there's just nothing. Like, this voider is going to just kill the roaches, no? I can just re-wall, so the other roaches are not coming in before I clear up these ones. Like, how is he going to defend the Void Ray at the third base? He keeps on attacking. That's not a good idea. You can clearly see this guy is not a main Zerg player. I mean, he will kill the pylon, sure, but at what cost, Tasteless? No. Let's just counterattack then. Let's just completely counterattack. I can even add a second Stargate now to increase my Void Ray production. Oh, there's an Overlord. Let's just kill it. And then go to the base. start +1 on the air attack. +1 is going to be crucial. I might even not need a robotics facility unit in this game. Let's start the +1. Oh, I have 2 probes in the third base. Yikes. Okay, he's not really defending with anything. But ideally, I would probably want a Colossus with this composition. I think I've played Void Ray Adept Colossus fairly often. I can micro this. He doesn't have transfuses. He still doesn't have transfuses. The Void Rays are going to win the fight versus the Queens alone. I still have Adepts here. Remember, 1 Void Ray beats 1 Queen. Since I have 2 Void Rays and he has 2 Queens, the Voids are always going to win, unless obviously he has transfuses. But because we clicked through... I'm gonna lose a 1 Void Ray. But because we clicked through the Queens, we saw he had no transfuses ready. Ooh, scary. Gonna need a battery here. I think with Void Ray Adept Colossus, I have like the highest win rate. It feels like a great combination of units because I have the early game presence of the Adepts. Oh, I'm gonna lose the Cybernetic score. Feels bad, man. Because I have the early game presence of the Adepts and a little bit of defense with the Void Rays. Plus I have the splash damage of the Colossus. Like constant splash damage, that's always good. I can't make an Adept, I don't have, what is it called, the Cybernetic score. Let's transfer the probe to the third base, go across the map with the Void Rays and see what we can find. Since the game is kind of dragging forward, I want to start a robotics facility. For Colossus, possibly. I could also stick around with the Void Rays for a little bit longer. Oh, he's making a lot of spores. No, that's not gonna survive for long. He doesn't have Larry yet. Can kill the couple of drones here and go back. I think a cannon would be nice as well. Yeah, I didn't really. Oh, what? I lost. Oh, no! What happened? Ay. I think I moved my Void Race and one of the Queens caught up to the Void Race and I started a fight that I didn't want to. Oh, that's okay. It's a very late lair for him. So we can manage. Let's start the 4th. Send the Adepts on the other side of the map. We can snipe this base. Remember, it was damaged from earlier on. And start Turbo Bay for Colossus. Because I think he wants to go Hydras here. I'm not sure if that is the case. Because he could still go Corruptors. And versus Corruptors, I just want more Void Rays. I think the Adepts are going to really deal a lot of damage here. He has no units whatsoever. Yeah, he's making Hydras, so Colossus is going to be a great choice. That's a lot of Queens. He has a double Hydra then. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of drones lost. Transfer the pros to the 4th. Yeah, he's falling apart now. I could snipe this, but I would lose a couple of Void Rays for that. That's not worth it. Let's start the Colossus production to counter the Hydras. Get a Fleet Beacon and a 3rd Stargate. Oh, I still had the Adept here. Okay. I wonder if he has a 4th base here. Some of the drones went there, but I'm not sure if they were just running for their lives or if he actually had a base there. Let's just see. No, he doesn't have a base. Done. He has a building. He's gonna cancel it, right? He's not. Oh my god. Oh, I can fight this. Hello? That's not enough Hydras. What are you doing? Okay. Once the Queens arrive, then it's a little bit worse. How about a 2nd Robo? More Adepts as well. We need to kind of keep up the harassment. I'm feeling very good in this game so far. I feel like we are just a few steps away from winning it. If I just combine all of my Voidus with the 1 Colossus and try to fight while harassing with the Adepts on the natural base, I should be able to win. The one problem that I have is that I have absolutely 0 unit that actually counters the Queen. Like Void Rays can fight the Queens, but they don't counter them. I would like to have like a Zealot or a Disruptor in this situation. Colossus can help, but Queen is a good counter or like a good all-around unit versus what I have. He just doesn't have the numbers for that. I forgot to restart +1 attack, as I lost the cybernetics score. He has barely any units. With the Hydras he went to defend. GG gets called and he is out of here. The power of void. I mean, to be honest, the build order that he did, like this, I don't even know how to call it. It wasn't a pressure because I didn't feel pressure at all, but I guess it was a pressure. It was not necessarily an all-in, since he has made a third base behind this. But take a look at the economical position after the roach attack. Because I kept making probes and I scattered with the adepts. Look at this. It's 3 minutes 30 into the game and this guy is 10 workers behind. What he has is 3 roaches on the way. Like, what are 3 roaches are going to do? He can't even break through our shield battery if I built one. That was just a very poor build order by the Zerg player. And we have Protossito, a PvP on a very equal MMR. Do I know this guy? It feels very familiar, the name Protossito. I'm not sure if it's like one of the guys that actually plays a lot of ESL Open Cat or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. It feels like it's a familiar name. Maybe he's a famous cannon rusher. I'm thinking about cannon rush because this map is relatively good for it. There's a one popular cannon rush where you put the cannons somewhat here, like a pylon here, I think, and the cannons here. It's a little bit annoying to deal with. Wait, does it reach? Yeah, it does somewhat reach. But let's see what he's going to do this time. We know the race from the opponent from the start, so I can make the proper wall off. I was a little bit lucky. Well, not necessarily lucky in the previous game that I made the low ground wall, because no matter the matchup, I can make a low ground wall on a map that has a ramp to it. Even versus turn, it would be somewhat fine. Oh, he attacked probes. He uses the trick where if you attack move your worker at a scout, you will follow the scouting probe of your opponent, and that way you will never miss. Miss the worker. I kind of want to start with the adepts again, simply because he has no wall off, and I want to show you how exactly you can punish a player that has a no wall off, and show you the reason why people play a wall off like I do. But he's trying to set up a secondary wall off, I suppose, maybe with a tech building. That's a way to do it. By the way, I have a question for you guys. If you can answer me in the comments, how do you think about switching the idea of the 1-1-1 right now? Instead of playing the one type of unit from each production facility to be actually 1-1-1. So basically, I can only have one gateway, one robotics facility, and one Stargate. Not necessarily for the entire game, but like, I don't know, I can add a second gateway as I have a third base or something like that, so, or maybe one additional production structure per expansion that I have. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section, because I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself doing the adepts all the time, since this is the best early game unit that I can come up with other than the Stalker. And I'm not sure if this is the actually right approach. I've just thought about it, that maybe if I do it 1-1-1, it would be a more fun approach, where I could play every unit that I can, but just from one production facility building. Oh, come on, please, please! Okay. So let me know if you would be interested in that. Okay, he makes an expansion. Okay. But that's a robo, if I've seen correctly. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. Okay, we got it. Well, the little bit of a problem that I have with this change to, with this potential change to 1-1-1 would be, let me just make an Immortal first, that we are starting somewhat in the end of the challenge, which I think it was somewhat fine as well. Like, I could keep playing 1-1-1 and see how it goes, Maybe do 1 or 2 episodes and see how it feels. If it's any fun, we could just continue doing that. I think it would be fun. That would definitely limit my production facilities because I think I'm really good at macro. And by limiting myself to one production building only, it might be the right call. Anyway, back into this game. I chose Adept and Immortal so far. From my production facilities. I want to see if I can do something with the Adept. He's gonna have sentries here, so I can snipe. Oh, he's not watching. 4 Adepts one-shot a sentry. Oh, he makes a Robo Bay. We have 8 Adepts here. He has an Immortal. Okay, we have a very good setup so far. I'm a little bit afraid of Disruptors, because that's exactly what he's going for. Let's try to get into the main base. He's not going to wall off. We can kill the battery in the natural base and trade the Adept for the probes here. Oops. Decent micro backhand going into the gas geyser. It's very difficult to snipe the probes. Maybe I can save 2 Adepts. I can. That's fantastic news for me. He has very decreased economy compared to me. So I would say the only thing that he can do right now to win the game is to make a Disruptor and try to find a big shot. But I know this is his only possibility of winning the game. He's still not moving out, so I'm just getting a stronger and stronger army. Maybe he couldn't afford the Disruptor, or maybe he already flew out the Warpism. So like this is really the only thing. Yeah, there we go. There's going to be a Disruptor job, or okay, Immortals. I have 3, you have 2. Who's gonna Who's gonna win? Me or you? Well, I have double Warpism all of a sudden. I don't know how that happened, but I do. Oh, he has Disruptor Warpism speed. Let's make a Stargate unit then. I promise you he's not going to be watching the wall off now. Look at this, he's not gonna be watching. I told you. When you know your opponent is taking care of harassment. Oh my god, he's doing a lot of damage here. A lot of damage. Alright, he actually came back probe-wise. These Immortals did a lot. Since I was very slow at making a Stargate unit. I kind of want to make a Phoenix here. I think Phoenixes are going to be good because I need a fast unit that can catch up to the Warpism. Like I always feel very bad when I try to do Phoenixes with Immortals in this challenge, simply because I have Phoenix Immortal challenge already up. But this is just the best case scenario here for me. Like, I don't want to go Void Raids. Okay, since I can't defend 2 Immortals, how is he going to defend 4 Immortals then? He's very harassing very well with those, I must say. He's doing a really good job, but he's going to pretty much die to these 4 Immortals. I don't believe he will have anything to deal with that. He's gonna have to recall this Warpism. Unless he doesn't have a recall. Oh, he does. Hello. Wait, I lost 1 Immortal. I didn't know how. No! What? Oh my god! Was that in range? Oh, I lost 2 Immortals. What the hell? This is awful. Okay, let's go. Let's just go. I have so many Immortals anyway. I think we can just win. Woo. The prism! Get him! Get him! Get him! We got him. I can lift the sentry now. I'm gonna lose one of the Warpisms. Wait, I lost both, right? Where's the Immortals? They're so slow. There we go. Dum 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 dum. You have no battery in here, so you're gonna die to the Immortals. Immortals. Pew pew. That's a late battery, bro. If he had a battery faster, maybe he could have survived. Maybe. Does he have third? He does. Immortal strong. No GG. Come on, you did it so good with the harassment. Have you done GG me? Sad. And another Zerg player, Fechor. That sounds like a Polish name. It has no meaning whatsoever. And he quits because he knows he cannot win versus one wise man. Okay, yet another Protoss victim. 4.8 MMR, we're playing on Tropical Sacrifice. So another good map to one gate expand on. I always remember that when there's a map with a natural up to your natural, it's always a good map for one gate expand. Simply because your opponent always have to walk up the ramp to attack you. So you have that high ground vision advantage. Like, to be honest, I think Tropical Sacrifice, the map that we are currently playing on, is the worst for one gate expand when it comes to the natural ramp. Simply because the wall-off is very awkward. Like, when you add 3 buildings into the wall-off, the pylon kind of connects with the nexus. So you have to kind of go around the nexus with your units if you want to make a proper wall-off. Also, the main base is quite exposed because the distance between your natural base and the main base is very large. But it's still good. Like, it's still fine to do the one gate expands. Let's see what the opponent is going to be doing. 1 gate 8 so far, but not on the low ground. I would love to play with the Oracle though. I would love to play with Oracle. Maybe I could make Oracle High Templar Immortal work somehow, because I want to have some kind of anti-air. How about we go Oracle Zealot? I have no anti-air with Robo though. That's the most silly part. That I have the only anti-air that I have is pretty much Stargate units. I could try carriers. We could finally start carriers now. Okay, let's fool around. Let's fool around in this. Let's try carriers. I'm gonna go Zealot. Zealot Immortal Carrier. How about that? I'm super supply. I forgot about the second pile because I was so thinking about the composition. Okay, okay, okay. He has a Zealot as well. We can maybe block his expansion then. Does he make a Stargate or? He's not making a Warp Gate yet. I'm a bit afraid that this might come into Phoenix versus Phoenix battle. What is a Stalker? He has played the early game much better than me so far. Why is he attacking the gas? What? What is he doing? Okay, let's start the Stargate. I want to start with an Immortal purely for defensive purposes. I'll actually start with... No wait, I need to start with the Immortal. Remember, he has a Stalker already. I don't know if rushing carriers like that is going to be good, but I just want to fool around a little bit. But to be honest, the last time I fooled around with the Phoenix Dark Templar Disruptor, I lost the game, so... Maybe I shouldn't, but it's too late. I already made my decision. This is a big investment by him to decrease my expansion rate. Cybernetic score in the pylon, that's a total of 250, plus he lost the probe, so he lost 300 minerals here. Not very good. Can we actually go? Can we actually go carrier here? For one base in PvP. Well, I mean, it is one base, but I do have a second base in the building. So literally one base carrier. That's when we start attacking. If he's not going to be attacking me, I should be fine. The problem becomes when he makes an Oracle. Or a Phoenix. Actually, maybe I can somewhat work around with the Phoenixes once I have carriers, but that's gonna be a tough nut to crack. Let's start the gas as well. I just really hope he's not going to be attacking me. This observer is going to give me this information. I am saving up Chrono Boost. He has an Oracle. There's a stasis port. Plus he has... Huh. He has a Robo. He's playing Stargate. Stargate Robo. I need to make a battery in the natural base as well. I should have made it carrier already. The only reason why I'm still not making a carrier is because he has no warp gate, so I'm not too afraid of an attack. But where's the Oracle? He just made a stasis word and I'm pissed off. That's a real Phoenix, I think. He's gonna be like, what are you doing? Okay, well, he's coming. No, wait, he's not coming. Ah, what? Ah, okay. I was like, there's no Oracle here. He didn't use a revelation. Alright. How can we do this? We have a Zealot. We could scout around with the Zealot. See if he's... Actually, no, I need the Zealot here. The reason why I need this is because Zealot is very good at tanking the Immortal shots. Oh my god. Please. Don't do anything to me. I'm close to... Oh no. No, 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 no. No! That's a big stasis. That's okay, he has nothing against the carrier here though. Wait, does he? I'm in pain now. There's going to be a second carrier, which is nice. Okay, we survived. Now we need to save the probes. Okay. We're alive. But that was extra scary. Remember, he's perfectly fine at home. Okay, I need to counterattack with the two carriers, see if I can harass him at all. There's an observer here. I can kill the observer. He's following my carriers. Okay, I have two Immortals and two carriers. I could have a decent shot at dealing crucial amount of damage to him if I manage my units correctly. Like, this is the weirdest army to attack of in 7 minutes of StarCraft, but here I am. I wonder how he's going to counter the carriers though. He cannot make mass amounts of stalkers simply because he doesn't have a warp gate, so I'm guessing he either wants to rush into Tempest or make Void Rays. He could try catching up with the carrier count though. Let's see. There's the carrier. But we have two! He has one! We have +1 as well. Remember, we started super early. He's not ready. He has nothing. He's trying to invest into the carriers himself. Let's kill the battery first. We have all the interceptors out, so we can micro against his carrier. Look at this, he has no interceptors out. GG. Oh my god, such a technical victory here. I knew what his possibilities are. Since he had super late warp gate, he finally finished it, but he didn't start with it. So I knew he couldn't have mass amounts of stalkers to try to counter the carriers. And simply because I had double Immortal, so even if I was somewhat wrong about the mass stalker count, I still had the double Immortal to help me against the stalkers. Now, because carriers take a long time to build, if he's going to be transitioning into the carriers the moment he saw my carriers, because I already had the carriers out, I knew I would probably hit a timing where he had either equal amount of carriers, which I would still win a fight 2 carriers versus 2 carriers because I had +1 started super early, and I had the Immortals to snipe the battery. So that's just a perfect strategical a decision to counterattack him immediately, knowing that I can possibly do critical damage. Alright, and with this beautiful victory, ladies and gentlemen, we're finishing the 1-1-1 challenge episode. I think the next one I will probably do the 1-on-1 with literally one production building facility, not necessarily one type of unit, but one production facility, and we'll see how it goes. Like, still, let me know in the comments what you feel about it. Should I continue with this one? Is it more interesting? I don't know. I just want to test it out and see if it's going to work well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next episode of whatever I upload. Take care, and bye-bye.